let's start with validate line. Okay. So we already talked about all these functions. Now we are looking at the client script example, right? So now line init is I told you very clearly, right, that line init is very similar to page init. It's just that you are initializing or defaulting some field value at the line level instead of header level. Clear?
Okay.
Now, this example, let me modify a bit, and let's say item and I say quantity. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm doing right now here is whenever you open or load a record, I am defaulting the quantity field value on item sublist as 55.
Okay. Whenever load the page,
whenever
right?
you open a page, whenever you open a page, right? Whenever you open a sales order page, the quantity value on item sublist will be 55.
In line level, yes.
Line level, yeah, obviously.
Yes.
It's an item sublist I'm talking about.
So actually, this line init can be used on line level only.
Yes.
Okay.
You have page in it, that is entire page level, and then you have line in it, which is for sublist level.
Only in line level and sublist level.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
fine,
better to call it sublist level. I mean,
okay.
the right terminology I would suggest you to use is sublist.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clear. Now next is validate line. So you saw that how this validate field works, right? Similar to that, we have validate line. It's just that we are going to validate fields on the line level. So here let's do the same task. Okay, let's see. Our requirement is that on item sublist, if quantity is if quantity is less than 3, then what you do, you set quantity as 3, for example, or we can do return false and true also, whichever works, right? So let's say if quantity is less than 3, we'll do return false. Otherwise, we'll say return true. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If it is, let's not get confused with this. Okay. Let me do it this way. QTY equals to this. Okay. Now, if quantity is less than 3, then right now what we are doing, we are setting the quantity as 3. Is that okay?
Yes.
So what it will do, whenever you're trying to enter or create a new line or new sublist entry, then if it will check if the quantity field value is less than 3, then it will set it as 3. Okay. Or we can do any logic, like I am setting it as 3. We can say don't allow, then you would have to do return false. That's the only difference. This example is okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now, last thing is similar to field change, we have sublist change. Sublist change works exactly same way, the way field change works. Now the only difference is that it triggers or it works on the entire sublist. So let's say if any change happen on the item sublist, you will say if sublist name is equals to item, for example, then you can do any operation you want.
Okay.
Is it confusing? You want?
Yes, this sublist only.
Okay, till validate line and line init, you're clear?
Yes, that is clear.
Okay. Now on sublist change, what we are doing, let's consider an example. Let's say if any user comes and makes any changes to item sublist, they change the item or they change quantity or anything. In that case, you want to set some memo field saying that the item sublist value has changed for that matter. Clear? Let me make that very simple message. item sublist value is changed. We don't care what has changed. So what we are doing, we are saying if the sublist name is equals to item, because sublist change triggers only when you make any changes to the sublist. If you are making any change to the item sublist, then what we are doing, we are setting the memo field value as item sublist value is changed. Now to the sales order record, we have this memo here, right? This field. So what happens? Let's say if I edit and make any changes to this sublist here, and there are two lines, right? If I make any changes to any of the lines, and as soon as you click OK, right? Like you make some changes and click OK here, right? As an line level, you will see that memo field value will be updated. And this one, item sublist value is changed.
Okay, fine.
I mean, I'm doing a small example. We can do any activity. Let's say if you
understand.
Let's say if we make any changes here, we want to we want to stop the user making any changes. We want to set any other field value. We want to notify somebody. Anything you can do.
Yes, understand.
I think here the task I gave you yesterday, right? We have field change. So if we are changing sales rep number field, then set the same value for sales rep hour field also. Similarly, what we are doing here, if any change happens on the sublist here, we are setting the memo field value.
Yes.
Simple, right? Same example. It's just that it works on the line level or sublist level.
Okay, fine. Understand.
Okay. Now this is all the functions we have in client script. Okay. Now we have talked them. Now we can come back to this task. So in this task, I am sure you are done with page in it.
Yes, okay? Yes. Yeah.
Now we have finished validate field also.
Okay.
We did, right, just now?
Yes.
Now what is left is field changed and save record, right?
Save record. Yeah.
Okay.